Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today you see me in the WZ-111-1-4 and it's probably the best game I've had for a little while, and you know, it is top tier matchmaking, so that gives you a hint as to what you can do with this vehicle in tier 9 games. Anyway, the WZ has very good speed, decent turret armor, mediocre hull armor, especially the lower plate. The lower plate is awful. And an amazing gun. This 130mm with 244 pen, which is lower than that of other tier 9 heavy tanks, but it does 490 average damage, much like the E75. Penning the IS-6 there is quite easy. However, as I talked about just then, the lower plate is horrendous. So you always have to bear that in mind. We're getting shot from the left there from, I believe, an AMX CDC, which we're going to see in a moment. But anyway, you have 1850 hit points, which is the same as this M103 on the left here. This M103 is doing something quite interesting. He's shoving his hull at an upright angle. And that was a poor shot on my part. He's shoving his hull at an upright angle and forcing his gun down, or using all of his gun depression. Something I haven't really seen too much of. And there's that CDC. We take a hit from the front from the IS, but it doesn't pen, and I kind of messed that up a bit, that maneuver. I probably should have turned the turret and the hull at the same time. Put one into his front. CDC has terrible armor. I reload a HE round. This is another reason why I wanted to show this replay. The importance of HE rounds against lower tier and very poorly armoured opponents, such as the back of the CDC. Hit him for 626 there. Could have been higher damage, but all well. The average roll is 640, so it was an low roll even. But it means we can now kill him, or somebody else can kill him very easily. 59-16. Something you don't really see getting too many kills, really, because the 59-16 is not a very decent Chinese light tank. Anyway, in 5 shots we've done 2,500 damage. We're not done yet, even though we are on quite low hit points. IS-3 could go around the corner, but he'll just hit us in the side. He presents his side. We're quite lucky, and our observation device is only damaged, which is this part of the hull. That's quite a strong part of the hull, to be honest, right where the driver's slit is, the viewport. Anyway, we take him down pretty easily. 3,600 damage. Always keep moving and try and hide your weaknesses, is what I can say. Now, the gun isn't very accurate, really, but shoot through cover and pen that Cannon and Jagdpanzer, which many people don't really like. And this is just a treat. He even stops for us. He's probably just wandered into view and just gone, ah, crap. And then just went, nope, I'm going to stop now. And that's that. Anyway, the other enemies, well, they just got mopped up pretty quickly. And now all that remains is a RU-251. But I'm not going to go chasing him on low hit points. People are saying don't cap, but I think it's wise to cap in this situation, to be honest. I'm not going off alone to find that guy. Although I am fast enough, it's just I don't really want to. So I park up next to this wall, and I expect he'll come from this direction. 9 seconds left. He was last spotted in K1. 4 seconds to go now. And that is game over. GG. And there he is. Right at the end, and I wasn't paying attention. So that's something to learn. There are 2 ways they can pop out from. Obviously on Himmelsdorf from the left side, which I had expected, but he was somewhat more sneaky and went all the way up and round this train section and popped up from the left hand side. Anyhow, we can just take a quick look at the post-game stats. So here we are with the post-game stats. It was a very quick game, very much a smash and grab. Only a second class, we didn't do a huge amount of damage as compared to those games in WZ-111-1-4s where you can do extremely good work. 5k, 6k, 7k, 8k, possibly 9 and 10. I've not actually seen it, but I would imagine that's possible. The team score, we came second on experience, base experience, 966. This Amex did some decent work. He is a tier 7 after all in a tier 9 match, and he is a light tank with a very mediocre penetration. The damage, on the other hand, we did 4,420, much more than everyone else combined. Well, not combined, much more than everyone else. The enemy, they didn't really have too much time to do anything, and this IS-3 and these 4 down here, they didn't do anything at all, which is unfortunate. I do have those games sometimes where you just load in, roll out, and then you get shot 5 times and you die. So it happens to us all. The statistics, or the detailed report rather, 11 shots fired, 10 hits, 9 penetrations, pretty decent accuracy for this gun. Usually I miss quite a few more than that. Normally it would be 15 fired, 10 hits and 9 penetrations, something like that. But 11, 10 and 9 is pretty good. 4,500 damage done, 10 hits received, 5 went in, and 5 were non-penetration. So the armor was good in places and the armor was bad in places. Lower plate, side and rear, as most tanks are. Well, a lot of tanks have this weakness anyway. We only blocked 1,000 damage, therefore. But as you've seen, if you're familiar with Aging Jedi's channel, that replay I sent him did 10,000 blocked, but that was I don't think will ever happen again in World of Tanks, for me anyway. 5 enemies damaged and 2 destroyed. Not a huge killing spree, but we did what we needed to do in order to win the game. Took off the HP of majority of the enemy team, well, of the vehicles we saw anyway, and therefore pushed the flank and then went to the enemy base. The rest of the stats you can see for yourself. 4 minutes 20 seconds, very quick game. But tell me your thoughts on the WZ. Do you like the WZ? Is it one of your favourite tanks? Or do you hate playing with it or against it? Do you prefer other tier 9s? I think this is probably one of my favourite purely because of the mobility and the firepower. You have the firepower of an E75, be it with 2 less penetration and less armour on the lower plate, but the lower plate on both vehicles isn't brilliant, but the E75's lower plate is better. And as always, I've been Geogen. This has been World of Tanks, and sorry for the quick video. I am a little bit busy this week. And I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.